everyone. So another week has passed by really fast, and I want to say it's been a pretty productive week as far as reselling. So in the beginning of January, I only sold one thing over the first 2 weeks of January, so pretty terrible. But this week I sold 8 things. And so not only did I sell like 8 things in 1 week, I also feel like there was a lot of more movement. Like I got more comments, like people reaching out asking like, what's the lowest I'll take on an item. I would get more likes on Poshmark, and even had a customer, which was really nice. She had purchased a denim jean jacket from me, and this was a jacket that was sitting for 2 years that someone finally purchased. And then she messaged me. So whenever I get an alert that someone has like messaged me or I received a comment, I always get nervous. I'm like, oh my gosh, are they gonna complain about what they ordered? Did they not like it? Did something happen? This customer just reached out and wanted to tell me that she's getting a lot of compliments on the jacket that she purchased from me. Her comment that she left me really like lifted my spirits and kind of brightened my mood and made me smile, because it's just one of those things you're not expecting that is positive. It was just so nice. Like they didn't have to reach out. So sales are gradually increasing. I feel like my reselling business is coming back to life. So other than that, I've been doing a lot of organizing as well. So what I'm really working on is trying to find more storage solutions that look nicer. I'm trying to find storage solutions that are more hidden. So one of the things for me is that since I work out of my home, I don't want to walk into my home and feel like I'm walking into a warehouse. I want it to feel like comforting. I want it to feel cozy. I want it to feel like a home. So I'm gonna go out to where my bins are and I'm gonna give you a few examples. But anyways, so these are my current bins. I use those cheap tubs that you can get from Walmart. It holds a lot. There's a couple of reasons why I want a better storage solution. Is you see how these are only stacked in threes? Is I always dread when something is in the bottom bin. I have back problems. Like it's one thing to do it like once in a while. There's something in the bottom bin. I feel like it's every time I'm looking for something, it's in one of the bottom bins. There's a lot of bending and lifting, and over time it's just killing my back. So I have been trying these bins here, which I got off Amazon. It came in a set of 4. They look nice, you know, they look nice. They make things feel organized, and they're stackable. Like I could stack these high. And what's nice is they have like these doors that you can open. So I don't have to like lift bins off of each other. I can just open the door. If I stack these really high, I can get my step stool and just like open the door. If you really needed to, you could take this lid off if you needed to, but if you don't want to, you could just use the door. I think I'll get a couple more sets of these. I really like them. The only downside is that I do think they're kind of pricey, in the sense they're just like plastic. There's different Amazon sellers that sell these, and they're all relatively around the same price. So for these 4, I think I got it for a little over $100. So it's not something that I'm willing to just blow a lot of money just to get a bunch of these. I think this is something that I like, but I'm gonna have to like purchase over time, because I just don't want to spend a whole lot of money on storage bins when I don't immediately need it. It's not necessarily a need, it's more of a like. So when I was talking about how I wanted more hidden solutions when it came to like storing my inventory, so I do want to get rid of a lot of clutter or behind like empty cupboards. So believe it or not, this is in my kitchen, and I have like some storage here. So I had extra storage in my kitchen cabinets that I didn't use, because I just don't have a lot of kitchen stuff, but I would really like to declutter, especially that closet that I showed you all that was really chaotic and unorganized. I want to clean that up and put more inventory in the closet. So for quite a while, this shelf has had like 2 bins where I store things, but this section here was full of a lot of junk and a lot of clutter. So I cleared that out so I can put in 2 more bins for storage of inventory. But while I was cleaning this area out, so I found these 2 DVDs. These are my own personal DVDs. These are not things that I was planning on like acquiring to resell. But here is one of my favorite movies. I feel like I can easily watch this through streaming services. So I'm ready to let these go as far as like physical DVDs. But what do you guys think? Is this worth putting on eBay? Should I just donate it? Because I'm ready to let it go. I'm getting rid of a lot of clutter. This is just a couple examples. Okay, cool. So I have enough to put 2 more here and 2 more down here. So I'll have even more room to store some inventory, which is going to be really nice. So as far as being productive overall this week with reselling, there is a lot of things about reselling that I like. Like I like sourcing items, I like organizing things, I like when things sell. The one thing that I don't like about reselling is like the most important thing, which is listing. I don't know what it is. It's just so boring to me. This week I was kind of proud of myself in the sense that I listed a lot more than I thought I would. I was kind of like dreading listing. So during my day job, there are weeks that are very busy where you're working a lot of hours. So one day I had started work at 6:30 a.m. I did not finish work until 6:30 p.m. So when it was time to wind down, I just want to eat, lay in bed and do nothing. But also in the back of my mind, I was like, if you want to reach your goals, you got to list something today. And I was really dreading it. But it's one of those things that I said earlier that I really have to force myself to do things that I don't want to do. And I was really proud of myself. So I think the hardest part of listing is just starting, because I forced myself to get up and just grab a couple things and just start listing. Just list as much as I could, even if it's like 3 pieces, you know? And I was actually surprised. I ended up listing 7 items on that night where I just really didn't want to do it. And once I got going, like once I actually got up and started doing the first one, it felt a little easier after that. I think it's like getting started is the hardest part, because you kind of like, because it's not, it's not fun. You'd rather be doing something else. But I mean, if you have to force yourself to do it, I don't think that makes you like a bad reseller or anything. There's just parts of every job that you're not gonna like. And listing is just one of the things that I like the least. So this Amazon package just came in the mail. So in here is something that I've wanted to do for a while. And this will make more sense when I take it out of the packaging. Okay, so what was in the box was actually a map of the United States, a laminated map. There's this side here, and then on the other side, it's the same map, but colorful. So the whole reason why I purchased this, I am so convinced that I only sell to coastal states. I only sell to like the West Coast or the East Coast. And then every once in a while I'll get like a Texas. So I feel like I rarely get any states in the middle. So this year when I get sales, I'm gonna put stickers on this map. So that's what these stickers are. So I think I'm gonna do yellow, orange, red. I'm still like a low volume sales person. I'm just starting once again revive my reselling business. I created a little ledger for my stickers. So, and keep in mind I don't have a lot of sales yet. So I'll just give you a brief overview where I'm at as far as sales. And already my theory is going out the door. I'm surprised I sold to as many states so far as I have. But anyways, so far in California, I have 3 sales. Georgia, I have 2 sales. North Carolina, 1 sale. Rhode Island, no. Massachusetts, 1 sale. Michigan, 1. Ohio and Illinois. These 2 surprised me. I didn't think I had an Ohio and Illinois. But then again, when you're like shipping orders, you don't really pay attention to where they're going necessarily. And maybe my mind is like cherry picking. Like every time I sell to a coastal state, I'm like, another coastal state. And this here in Ohio, I'm pretty sure this was the same person. Like they ordered something from me, and then like a week later they ordered another something. But wouldn't that be kind of cool to hit all the states in 1 year? Maybe that should be a goal as well, to make things a little bit more fun. Like if you want to hit all those states, you got to list a lot of stuff to get people to buy things. So I'm curious to what this will look like 6 months down the line. So definitely want to keep up with it. And honestly, doing it is kind of fun. I really like it. So today is Sunday. I have work tomorrow. So any orders that I got, I have to pack them up and have them ready to go for tomorrow, because I will have to use my lunchtime to drop them off at the post office. So 2 things sold over the weekend. I sold this Cabela's button up here. This has a embroidered deer. Got the tag. And I sold this button up, which has a really cool black and white print. Okay, so time skip to the end of the day. We are starting a new week. I wanted to show you what I do to set like a listing goal for myself and like the things that I want to get listed. So this here is something that I got off Amazon. This is a clothes drying rack, and what I like about it is that when it's not in use, you can like fold it up and collapse it and like stick it in the corner. But what I'm gonna do is that since we're starting a new week, I'm going to fill this rack with all the clothes that I want to make as my goal to list for the week. And if I do more, great. But the main thing is to clear this rack off. I'm going to choose some items. We're going to fill up this rack here